let's continue on our self-love journey, right? With another self-love topic. And what is self-love? Well, it's us showing kindness, respect, and care for ourselves. And how do we do this? Well, we do it like we do with anybody when we're showing our true intentions, is by actions. So that means we're going to support our mental, our emotional, and our physical well-being. Will this be easy? Probably not. It's going to take a lot of hard work and a lot of patience, especially if it's a new concept for you. And maybe not a new concept because we all know about self-love, but it's like we haven't been practicing yet, right, on ourselves. And so it's going to be new in that aspect. And it'll be new when we have to remember to put ourselves first, and that's okay to do so. So what are some examples of showing self-love through self-care routines? Well, physical. So what can we do for physical? Well, we can exercise, eat well, and get enough sleep. So an example of this is it's late at night and you're scrolling on your phone. Well, we can set our phone down and we can just get those 8 hours of sleep that we need, or 6 or 7, right? Depending on how much you normally get. Maybe you only get like 4 or 5 hours of sleep. For exercise, we can say no to a project, or no to like a PTA project. It doesn't have to be a work project. Or no to a family event, or anything that would take away from our time where we want to exercise instead, because that helps us just be able to keep going in life. And then the eating well. It's so important to start clean eating, to kind of help our bodies get the fuel that it needs. And a lot of people tend to eat the junk food when it comes to not feeling well emotionally. And so it's really important to kind of separate the two and work on our emotional feelings, not through the eating, the bad habits of the eating unhealthy. So what's another example we could do? Well, emotional. So we can journal, we can meditate, or we can talk things out. And of course, there's many other tools you can use when it comes to working through some emotional feelings that we have. And so let's say you feel anxious. So instead of suppressing that feeling and not dealing with it, you write down what's bothering you and identify the small steps that you can take to change that. And that's really great because, we don't want to sit in anxiety or depression for too long. We always want to be looking forward to change in our life. And the last one is spiritual. So we want to connect with something bigger, whether that's your faith, your nature, your personal growth, because not everybody is religious. I think maybe a lot more people are spiritual than perhaps religious per se. And even if you don't think you're spiritual, we still need to connect to something to kind of help us maybe not always feel so alone. And so what's an example with this? You start a gratitude practice where you list 3 things you're thankful for every morning. And that really does help set us up for a positive mindset throughout the day, where we can maybe draw back on that list if we're having a really bad day where some things just aren't going our way. We can go, no, like, remember, I wrote 3 things today that I'm really grateful for, and I wrote 3 things yesterday. And I'm just going to pull on that list and remind myself that I do have some good things going on, and that I can keep going with whatever's happening at the moment. So, do you do these self-care routines at all? Are you eating well? Are you connecting spiritually with something? Are you taking care of your emotional needs? I'd love to hear the comment. Are you struggling with this at all? Does this self-care or self-love concept really hard for you to understand? And you could look back to maybe your parents. Did one of your parents always put other people in front of them? And so you kind of learned this concept when you were younger, and so you're just replicating it? Or do you just feel that you need to put other people forward before yourself and you're just struggling with that? Love to get the conversation started.